I'll turn the mic over to the Minister of Advanced Education, Demetrios Nicolaides, to say a few words. Minister Nicolaides.
Well, Chad, thank you so much, and good afternoon, everyone. A long time no see. I think we were here about a week ago regarding an exciting announcement at that time for a new in the development of a new bursary for nursing students in particular, and I'm happy to continue to build off that a little bit more today. I want to thank the guests as well that Chad mentioned, and so happy to have them all here, and as well really excited and want to thank Uche for being here to speak. A recent student I learned has just graduated. I think it was or completed her program. I think it was about a month or two ago, and now working at a very busy Peter Lougheed Hospital and providing her services and her skill at the level that they're supposed to be at. And really excited to hear a little bit more from her later on. And indeed, I'm sure there are a few people in this room here today who remember when we were here in October of last year to announce some exciting new initiatives in the space of internationally educated nurses. In particular, we announced some initial funding to expand nurse bridging programs, and we also announced the intent to create a new bursary for internationally educated nurses. As well, right in this very room at that time, we signed a new MOU with the government of the Philippines to help bring more Filipino nurses to Alberta. And at that time, we heard from Hannah, a classmate I learned of Uche's, a student at the Bridge to Canadian Nursing program, of course, right here at Mount Royal University. Hannah came to Canada from Lebanon, which I think was about 8 years ago now. And she came seeking a better life and also dreaming to work in one of the world's leading healthcare systems, visions and aspirations that probably are quite similar to those of Uche's, which I know she'll share with us in a few moments. But because of the licensing process that Hannah and others had to experience through, she had been out of practice for 7 long years. Hannah applied to MRU's bridging program in 2017, but was not able to be admitted into the program until 2022. If she did not have to wait 5 years, we could have already had one more nurse in Alberta's health workforce. Hannah's experience is not unique. Many internationally educated nurses face long wait lists and significant financial barriers to gain accreditation in Alberta. As we are all aware, there is a growing need for healthcare professionals to help address current and future demand in our healthcare system. Alberta needs more nurses. Albertans need more nurses. And there are hundreds of internationally educated nurses who want to come live and work in Alberta, but they are facing issues just like Hannah did and just like Uche did. And that is why I'm excited to be here today with my colleague, Minister Copping, to share how Alberta's government is making it easier for internationally educated nurses to study, live, and work in our remarkable province. We are building upon last fall's announcement with 2 key investments. But in total, and this is a prelude to the upcoming budget 2023, we will be investing $15 million to help support internationally educated nurses. And this is broken down into 2 key buckets. First and foremost, $7.8 million annually will be available to fund a new bursary for internationally educated nurses to access up to $30,000. We are also investing another $7.3 million over 3 years to create 600 new seats for nurse bridging programs at Bow Valley College, Norquest College, and of course, right here at Mount Royal University. Alberta has the best frontline healthcare workers in the world, and we are working to have the right supports in place to ensure Albertans can get the care they need when and where they need it. With that, I'll share with you a few more details about the expanded seats. With this new investment, Mount Royal University will add 256 new seats to its registered nurse bridging program. Bow Valley College will add 120 new seats, and Norquest College will add 250 new seats to their respective bridging programs. These new seats will start to become available in the 23-24 academic year. And I just want to emphasize how important this investment is. These bridging seats have incredibly high demand, with many applicants waiting years to be admitted due to limited capacity. But wait times, of course, are not the only barrier that many internationally educated nurses face. There are significant financial barriers that can make accreditation in Alberta inaccessible. With the new bursary, we hope to eliminate that barrier and ensure internationally educated nurses can access the support they need to study, live, and work in our province. Eligible internationally educated nurses will be able to access as much as $30,000 over 5 years to help offset the cost of nurse bridging programs, tuition, and other living expenses. Funding from this bursary will be made available in the upcoming 23-24 academic year. The bursary will also have a return of service agreement where recipients are required to complete a year of nursing service in Alberta for every $6,000 distributed. This will enable these nurses to work in our province, particularly in areas that are seeing nursing shortages, helping keep our healthcare system strong both now and well into the future. In fact, any internationally educated nurse living in Alberta who has successfully enrolled in an approved bridging program will be eligible for the bursary, regardless of their eligibility for other federal or provincial student supports. The amount of the eligible bursary will be determined based on the individual's program of study, tuition costs, licensing, and other program fees. Today's investment as well helps to fulfill important pieces of the Memorandum of Understanding between Alberta and the Government of the Philippines. Specifically, they address items listed under areas of cooperation between our two governments to work with post-secondary institutions to increase seats and to develop financial assistance for internationally educated nurses. I want to take a quick moment to thank Consul General Zaldy Patron for his strong advocacy and dedication that led to this important and historic agreement. I'm proud and honored to continue building this strong relationship between Alberta and the Philippines. I look forward to our continued work to support our healthcare system and create new opportunities for Filipino Albertans to find meaningful work in their new province. So in closing, we are working hard to reduce barriers for internationally educated nurses to come to Alberta and ensure our healthcare system remains strong now and into the future. This announcement is another piece of our government's larger strategy to improve our healthcare system, which includes historic investments in healthcare and expanding healthcare programs at our post-secondary institutions. I want to offer my thanks and appreciation to Mount Royal University, Bow Valley College, and Norquest College for their vision and support in expanding their programs for internationally educated nurses. As well, again, thank you to Consul General Zaldy Patron for all the work that you've done. Together, we are working to ensure Albertans have a strong healthcare system when they need it. Thank you very much.